It's hard for me to talk about this because I've never opened up on the internet about this at all. I really haven't. I suffer from an eating disorder, specifically a food addiction. I rely on food for self-soothing, for comfort, because of stress, because of depression, because of anxiety, because of flashbacks from my post-traumatic stress from when I was a child, from all kinds of issues and even just the fact that I enjoy food a lot more than I should. I struggle with this every day, and the reason why I'm talking about this now is because I am now over 310 pounds. I am about 315, maybe 320 by now. I haven't had the courage to step on a scale since I saw 315 on it last time. I saw 315 and my life changed. I left home for a week because I couldn't stand to look at myself. I couldn't stand to weigh myself, and at my friend's place there isn't a scale. At my friend's place, he doesn't have a scale because he doesn't like them, which I understand now. I haven't been over 300 pounds in about 3, 4, 5 years. I haven't been that heavy in a while. And seeing those numbers recently really just broke all kinds of self-confidence in me. Let's go back to the beginning, though. The reason why I started with this food addiction is, as you might know, my childhood was pretty bad. If you watched my video, the truth about my childhood, you'll know what happened. But I don't need to really rehash everything. What started this all, though, was back when I was about 11 and a half, 12 years old. My mom worked at a local buffet restaurant called Ryan's Steakhouse. And every day after school, I would be dropped off in the parking lot of Ryan's because it was right across the street from where we lived at the time. And I would go in and I would get a free meal because the manager liked me and he liked my mom. And buffets, I loved buffets. And after dealing with the mean kids at school and the stress of schoolwork and homework and life and just everything else, I would go inside and I would pack 2 plates full of food and eat and eat and eat because that's what made me feel better. That, I think, started my addiction to food, my addiction to the serotonin and all kinds of other good, feel-good chemicals that are released in the brain when you eat. I got addicted to that. It's a chemical reliance. It's a chemical dependency. It's not just all in my head. It's not just something that you... My biggest thing is dairy, though. My biggest weakness is dairy of any kind. Cream cheese, sour cream, milk by the gallon, shredded cheese, sliced cheese, you name it, I've got a penchant for it, and if it's in the fridge, it doesn't stay for long. We buy gallons of milk. We buy a gallon of milk, and it lasts maybe 3 days under my roof because I go to town on it. I get a big old glass, like one of those big gulp, like 18-ounce glasses, and just fill it and drain it, and then fill it again and drain it again, and rinse and repeat. And if you know anything about milk, the fat content in a gallon of milk is way higher than any one person should intake in less than a month. Less than a month. I've never really understood until recently, because I started thinking about it, why I started doing that, why I started eating to comfort myself. But after really thinking about it, I think it was just I was at the wrong place at the wrong time in my life, and I had an accessibility to something that made it feel better, and I took it. Food was my crutch. I'm trying to get better. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be... it isn't easy. I struggle to not eat seconds. I struggle to not eat thirds and fourths of dinner. I struggle to not do the wrong thing because I know what it'll get me. It'll get me more pounds on my frame that don't need to be there, that are going to end up making me sicker and sicker. I can feel my body slowly breaking down because I'm so big, because I'm so heavy, because I'm so unhealthy. And it's not just the COPD or the asthma or the high blood pressure or hypertension or heart disease or anything else. It's that my body itself is just saying enough. And I still want more. I still want that glass of milk. I still want that extra slice of cheese. I still want that really greasy burger or whatever it is. And if I don't stop this, I might not make it to next year's VidCon, or even just next year. I might not make it to my 30th birthday. I might not make it to my 28th. The way I'm going. So I pledge to you today to not let myself get any worse, but to get myself better by any means necessary, other than another eating disorder, because I've seen Jaden Animation's video on that, on her dealing with bulimia and anorexia, and while it's a tempting thought, I admit I have thought about it. I have thought about just cutting down to water and toothpicks and eating very little during the day. But I know that's not going to help me either. So please check in on me, help me, ask me how I'm doing, encourage me, do something to let me know that I need to be accountable, because I'm desperate for somebody to help. I can't do this on my own. I can't do this without support. And I'm going to go back into counseling, but I need support from you guys too. Thanks for watching. And I hope you have a wonderful day. I love you very much. And I'll see you guys again very soon.